How to crochet a square. I selected this project because it's fun and easy. It's a project that, with some imagination and little knowledge of crocheting, you can create some fun projects. Create a basic square. You can make that into any size, or you can patch them together to make a quilt. Here's some step-by-step instructions on how to crochet a square, sometimes called granny squares. These squares are great for beginner projects. On a scale of 1 to 4, this is about a level 1.5 because it requires the knowledge of 3 stitches. The double stitch is a little more complicated than the other 2 stitches. To find the correct size hook, look on the side of the package of yarn, or if you're using a pattern, the hook size is usually at the beginning of the instructions. Always be careful with sharp objects around small children. The stitches that we're going to use are the slip stitch, double crochet, and chain. You can use patterns to help visualize what the square will look like and to help you see the size and to determine what kinds of stitches will be used. The example here shows ovals. Those ovals represent chains, and the rest of the stitches represent double crochets. On one of the images you can see that it lists out the number of rows. So that square has 4 rows. Crochet instructions use abbreviations. For example, chain stitch will use CH, and all instructions are given per row. In patterns, symbols are used to show which stitches to use. Chains are used to start the square or to form the corner. To create a chain, we're going to cross the yarn to form a loop, insert the hook through the loop, draw the yarn through, and pull the shortest side of the yarn to form a knot. The hook is now wrapped around the yarn. When we yarn over the hook, pull the yarn through, will form a chain. Chains are also used as the first double crochet in the square if we chain 3 up, or as a connecting bridge between the double crochet. To create a slip stitch, push the hook through the chain stitch and draw the yarn through 2 loops. The slip stitch is used to start the chain or to connect the corners of the square. The double crochets are used throughout the square to form the corners and the sides of the square. To create a double crochet, you're going to wrap the yarn over the hook, count over 4 chains. Insert the hook between the 2 front loops and under the back bump loop of the 4th chain. Yarn over the hook, pull the wrapped hook through the center of the chain stitch, carrying the wrapped yarn through the stitch. You should have 3 loops on your hook. To continue, we yarn over the hook, draw yarn through the first 2 loops on your hook, yarn over the hook, draw the yarn through the last 2 loops of the hook. This completes your double crochet. Now we're ready to start the project. To start the project, we're going to form a ring. To form a ring, we're going to chain 5, slip stitch it together, chain 3, and that's going to count as the first double crochet. In row 1, And we're going to form the 4 corners by working 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 3 double crochets, then 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, and repeating this by working into the ring. Here's a summary of the steps for the first row, crocheting into the ring. You chain the 5, slip stitch together, then chain 3 to form the first double crochet 2, chain 2, and then continue this all the way around until we see the square. In row 2, I'm going to form the corners. We're going to chain 3, 2 double crochets, chain 2, and work 3 double crochets. And then chain 1 to bridge to the next space. We'll repeat this until we can see the square. We'll slip this together to join one side to the other. In row 3, we're going to increase the square by adding 3 double crochets on each side. You will work the stitches inside the brackets and repeat this until you form the square. Congratulations, you've created a square. Now you can continue step 5 until you reach the desired size. Each row will increase the size of the square. The corners will always have 3 double crochets, 2 chains, and 3 double crochets, and the sides will always have chain 1, 3 double crochets, and chain 1. This basic square can be made in any size and used for many different projects. Have fun creating a warm quilt for the cold weather, or use your imagination to create great projects.